بعده وبعد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. أيها المسلمون، احذروا الفواحش والمنكرات وسوء الأخلاق، واعلموا أن من أعظم الذنوب بعد الشرك بالله قتل النفس التي حرم الله، والزنا وشرب الخمر وأكل الربا، وقد حرم الله الظلم وجعله ظلمات يوم القيامة. واعلموا أن من أفراد الظلم مطل الغني، الرجل الغني القادر المدين أن لا يعطي المال لدائنه إذا طلبه. We should know that Allah has forbidden us to do all indecent acts. It's forbidden upon Muslims to have bad manners when they deal with others. It's forbidden upon us to kill an innocent person. And also adultery, drinking alcohol, dealing with usury is all a form of major sins, and it's considered major sins in Islam. And being an oppressor or being unjust with others, it is one of the greatest sins of Islam as well. And that can be manifested in so many ways. One of it, that when you have in debt to somebody and you are capable of paying your loan back, and you don't give it back to the person who asking you for his money to get it back. We should also remember that Islam has forbade Muslims to cheat, to betray, to lie, to backbite. Gossip is a forbidden, and it's one of the major sins in Islam as well. Envy and jealous, arrogance will prevent the person from entering Jannah. لا يدخل الجنة من كان في قلبه مثقال ذرة من كبر. الحسد والغيبة والنميمة وإفشاء السر والخيانة والكذب من أعظم الكبائر التي يجب أن يجتنبها المسلمون ويحذر أهليهم وأولادهم منها. إياكم والغلو، يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم warned the Muslim in the Hajj. He said, be aware from being extreme. Being aware of being extreme in your views, especially in practicing and understanding the religion. Extremism, it is number one reason for people to turn to be a terrorist. And two, which is terrorism, which is all scholars in the Muslim history have condemned, and it's something all humans and it's a common sense between humanity today to condemn it. My brothers and sisters, every year I give you an advice at the end of my khutbah. I don't know if you remember last year's advice. I doubt. But somebody remember it. But I refresh your memory. Last year I said to you that you should focus on your family. Let's make this year a year where we focus on our family, on our wives, our spouses, our children, our daughters, our son. But today, my advice in the end of this khutbah is something I think every Muslim should take this very seriously. And I'm just going to give you points, one after another, relating to the main point. The main point that I advise my community today with, to keep an eye on it, and think about, and make it maybe a project of this year. Think about the future of Islam in this country. What will be your role in this? Think about the future of your religion in this country. The future of the Muslim community in Houston. What is it going to be? Don't just be living your day by day. Don't be living and you stay for 20 years and every day you say, maybe I'll travel tomorrow, I'll go back there. And you spend already 20 years and you have not participated a bit for the future of Muslims in this country. Even if you're staying away, if you're a visitor, I believe you should contribute to the future of Muslims in this society and in this community. That's a very important thing to think about. We have to make sure that we pass this to the next generation much better than the way we receive it. We have to pass this trust, which is the deen of Muhammad ﷺ, to the next generation, much purer than the way, much stronger than the way we received it. And this is something you should think about in every individual. It's not the problem, it's not the concern of the sheikh or the imam or the head of the Islamic Center. It is all of us. I think it's about time that we change from the attitude of me to we. I think it's about time to change the attitude of only thinking about today to plan for tomorrow and to learn from yesterday. I think it is very important for us to ask ourselves what I have done for the future. After 20 years, what is my contribution? Is it something positive or negative? One, I believe we should strengthen our masajids, our Islamic institutes, our schools, all the Islamic institutes in town. We should strengthen it. And we have received an existing organizations from the previous generation, which is, may Allah bless them, a lot of them still alive, alhamdulillah. But I believe our role should be to develop these institutes, to take it to the next level, which is more organized, have more clear vision, act upon a plan. It's not just act about whatever will take place, like serving whoever comes first goes first. No.